Hello, everybody. My guest today is Suresh Sambandam. He is the founder and CEO of OrangeScape, makers of Kissflow, a disruptive SaaS-based enterprise-level work automation and collaboration platform with more than 10,000 customers across 160 countries. He's an expert and renowned entrepreneur on a mission to democratize automation and create immersive work experience for enterprises of all sizes. Suresh, are you ready to take us to the top?
Hi.
All right. Hey, how are you? Okay, good. So it sounds like Kissflow is the main product here. So I want to focus on that. Tell us what the company does, what Kissflow does, and specifically, are you a pure play SaaS company or not?
We are a pure play SaaS company, and Kissflow is basically solving collaborative work management problem for companies of all sizes. At this point in time, we have a large number of small and medium customers, although we have 50 plus Fortune 500 customers who are using our product as well.
Okay, so kind of large range here. We don't have time to go down kind of every cohort, but give me a general sense. I mean, what's the average customer going to pay you per year or per month to get access to your technology?
An average customer would pay something like $300 to $400 a month.
And what would they get for that?
So they basically get somewhere around 50 users who can use it on a monthly basis.
Okay, but people aren't familiar with it. So describe what the product does.
So typically, when you go to a large company, let's start with a mid-sized company. If we go to a mid-sized company, they basically have some sort of an accounting software and maybe some CRM, and that's about it. And most of the other, for other processes, they do not have software in place. When you buy Kissflow, they end up automating these processes using our platform. This is a workflow automation platform as well. So, for example, if somebody wants to apply for a vacation request or wants to make a capital expense, they need to go through a multi-level approval. They can actually use Kissflow and make their own process. It takes them from step A to step B to step C and then completes the process end to end. And they can do all of this without programming. So you don't have to be a technical person to do this.
Very cool. Okay, so we got the product now. Put this on a timeline for us. When did you launch the company?
We launched at Google I/O in 2012, and we were in beta for a few months. We started billing, commercial billing from 2013. So this is like roughly 5 years commercial production.
And Suresh, you said in the bio you've scaled to about 10,000 customers. Those are all paying customers?
We have around 15 to 20% of them are paying customers. Remaining are free customers who came on board through a freemium plan.
So about 1,500 kind of organizations are paying and the rest are still on the free plan. Okay. And Suresh, can I multiply? Can I take 1,500 times a $300 per month average? You're doing about 450 grand a month right now?
We'll be doing more than that because we have some large enterprises who pay us like $250,000 to $500,000. Like we have customers who pay 20,000, who have 20,000 employees who are using our software. So
okay, well correct. So correct me. Yeah, what are you at today about in terms of ARR?
So we'll be around sub 10 million.
Okay, sub 10. Will you break 10 million here before the end of the year? You got about 20 days left.
Yeah, we do our financial year is in March next year. So we will be hitting close to 10 million somewhere next year.
Yeah, very good. All right, that's great. And so we'll say maybe you're at call it maybe a 9 million-ish run rate right now. Where were you exactly a year ago so we can understand growth rate?
So we are roughly doing doubling every year. So last year we did 180% growth. Okay,
so if you grew between over the last 12 months, if you've grown 180%, that means you would have been doing about, call it 280 or about $300,000 a month a year ago. Is that right?
Yeah, something like that.
And so educate us here, Suresh, where's most of this growth coming from? How are you signing up all these customers?
We are a 100% digital marketing company. So all of our leads and signups are coming through inbound marketing. Close to 99% of them, I would say. So we are pretty much very strong in organic SEO. We have around 3,000 keywords for which we rank anywhere between 1 to 20 positions in Google. And then we do quite a number of Google AdWords. We do LinkedIn campaigns, Facebook campaigns, paid, and a number of digital. We list in all the online marketplaces. So we are
name a few of those.
Like for example, we are on Capterra. We are on G2 Crowd, GetApp, Finance Online. There is a number of such platforms on which we are listed. So we also pay their premium, take their premium subscriptions and rank top on their websites. Yeah.
So how much would you, when you look at all your kind of direct paid stuff, so ignore organic SEO, but all your kind of like direct paid stuff, you got to be spending what, 20, 30 grand a month on this kind of stuff or more?
We'll be running totally somewhere around $150,000 to $200,000 a month.
Yeah. I was going to say, I know people that spend just 30 grand a month just on Capterra.
And Capterra alone will be maybe 15,000 or 8,000.
Yeah, per month.
I'm putting together Google AdWords and everything together.
Yeah. So break this down for me in terms of your fully weighted CAC, right? To get a new customer, what do you spend to get at that customer?
It's a spectrum. I think it can go anywhere between $600 all the way to sometimes $1,000. So a fully weighted CAC is anywhere between $600 to $1,000. It's a spectrum depending upon the size of the customer.
Well, Suresh, even 1,000 is good though. I mean, if you've got customers coming in paying $300 to $500 a month, you're getting paid back in 4 to 5 months.
Yeah, actually, our payback is pretty strong.
Yeah, it's about 4 months, right?
4 to 6 months.
Yeah. Have you bootstrapped or raised capital?
Kissflow, it's a sort of a mix. We have raised 1 million around 6-7 years ago in 2012. After that, we are pretty much bootstrapped the company. In fact, we spent that money and then we pivoted from there and found Kissflow, launched it, and then after that, we pretty much grew revenues from Kissflow itself.
Is the $1 million, are those investors still on the cap table in Kissflow?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, that's good. That's obviously super good there. And I assume since you haven't raised a bunch, but you've scaled nicely, you're cash flow positive at this point?
Yes, we are profitable for the last 3 years.
That's great. Are you looking to raise capital now?
No.
You like the bootstrapped life, huh?
Right now, no, actually, because things are looking good and we have a recurring model and every month we are getting a predictable revenue base. So, I think things are going good.
That's great.
Right now, no plans. Yeah.
That's great. And tell me more about team size. How many folks today?
We have close to 150 people.
Okay. And where's everyone based?
I have few Mountain View, very few in the US, in Mountain View and Indiana. These are the 2 locations in the US.
Okay. So kind of remote, all spread out. And then wrap out the last kind of critical economics here. So churn's critical. What's your revenue churn per year, would you say?
Actually, we are minus 2 to 3% every month, which means we actually gain, we have negative churn for revenue.
Yeah. No, I understand that. So I want to break that down, right? So I want to know what gross revenue churn was, then add back expansion, and that's how you get net negative. So what is gross revenue churn?
I don't know the exact math.
Okay.
So I think I remember the net revenue churn, which is minus 2 to minus 3% on a month. So on a yearly basis, it's like 25%. I think 1.86. Last month I checked, it was 1.86 on account churn on a monthly basis. 1.86%. So which is roughly less than
1.8% revenue churn per month.
Yeah, which is less than 2%. 2% account churn. 2% account churn, and then we have negative revenue churn.
Yeah. Okay. So people measure those things all kinds of different ways. I want to try and say this so that everyone understands. So you're churning 2% of your revenue per month, which is about 24% per year. However, your net revenue retention is about 125%, which means your expansion makes up the 24% you lose and adds another 25% on top of that, right? So your expansion is about 45%. Is that accurate?
Yeah, that is right. But there are some semantics there, but technically that is correct. Because some accounts, because when the churn happens with young accounts, right, their churn is very small in terms of revenue, but also although the number is higher, but technically what you said makes sense. Yes.
Yeah. Well, and by the way, churn. When you measure churn, though, when you measure expansion and churn, these are all on a cohort basis. So you go back and look at the cohort that signed up 12 months ago, X% churned. X% expanded. And what you're saying is that cohort that signed up 12 months ago, on a net basis, the net revenue retention will be 125%.
That's correct.
Or said differently, net negative revenue churn of negative 2 to 3% per month.
Exactly. Yeah. That is exactly what I wanted.
That's great. Very good. All right, Suresh, let's wrap up with the famous five. Number one, what's your favorite business book?
So I have a famous business book is Good to Great.
Number two, is there a CEO you're following or studying right now?
Nothing like that. Okay. Yeah, I don't have one.
Number three, what's your favorite online tool for building the company?
Other than Kissflow, of course, I use Intercom a lot.
Intercom. Number four, how many hours of sleep do you get every night?
I sleep well, so 8 to 9 hours.
That's great. And what's your situation? Married, single, kids?
I am married with one son. My son is going to college. He's in the third year of college.
Oh, great. And how old are you?
I am 45.
45. Last question. What do you wish your 20-year-old self knew?
I wish I choose marketing rather than programming technology. So I realized that marketing is everything, and pretty much the world is controlled by marketing.
Guys, learn marketing earlier. He launched OrangeScape back many years ago in 2012. Now over 1,500 customers paying $500 a month, doing about $750,000 per month in revenue for about a $9 million run rate, hoping to break 10 by March of 2019. They're up almost 160% year over year. So December 2017, doing about $300,000 per month. Most of their growth coming from organic SEO, where they rank for over 3,000 keywords between spots 1 through 20 on Google. Also spending about $200,000 per month on direct paid. Capterra alone is $15,000 per month. They've been profitable for the last 3 years. Raised only $1 million about 6-7 years ago. A team of 150 people spread out across many remote locations. Net revenue retention of 125%. Again, 4 to 6 month payback as they look to help companies scale effectively, especially ones that are focused on driving additional seats and automating their workflows and reducing chaos. Suresh, thanks so much for taking us to the top.
Thank you. Bye-bye.